Hello everyone, and I welcome all of you to Online Study for You, a complete placement solution. Friends, there is a great news coming from Infosys. So Infosys has started sending the interview mails, and the examination was conducted on 15th of May. So you can see here subject, your interview with Infosys has been scheduled, and the date is 26th of May 2022. That means yesterday. So from yesterday, Infosys has started sending the interview mail, and if you have not received it, do not worry, because this interview will go for a month. So in this video I will also discuss here, so what are the important question, the most repeated interview question which Infosys is asking, and accordingly you will be able to prepare. So all the C programming question, oops concept, and then HR related question. So for IT and non-IT, both the batches, this will be very, very important. Okay, now, so friends, 24th of May, if you'll see here, the result had come. So 3 days before, today is 27th. So 24th of May, the result was announced. And I had told you in that video that interview will start within 2 to 3 days. And the same thing has happened here. So that is the reason I always ask you, please subscribe to this channel. And please click on bell icon so that you get all the updates on time. You do not miss anything. Okay. Now, so hi Pratik, congratulations. You have successfully cleared the Infosys online test to qualify for the interview round of Infosys campus recruitment program. This interview will conducted virtually. The round will assess your technical and behavioral skills. So date and time. So Friday, May 27, 2022. That means today, and time is 1:20 p.m. And duration will be 19 minutes, and the interview meeting link will be given here. And here are the mandatory instructions and guidelines. So friends, please use either headphone or microphone. And before the interview, okay, so before the interview, you test it is working or not. And when you are attending the interview, sit with your Aadhaar card, because the first question which interviewer will be asking you, show me your Aadhaar card, okay, or your college ID proof. See, present your original ID card and government ID proof ready during the interview for the verification process. So each and everything they have given here, so you can find that in email. Now, so let us move at, so what are the important question which we can expect in the interview? And I also wanted to tell you here, friends, this is for IT and non-IT both. Okay, IT and non-IT both. So during my live mock interview, so I interacted with many candidates, and then they said, sir, I am from mechanical, I am from civil, I am from electrical. Okay, so friends, any branch, okay, non-IT branches, but keep that in mind. You have applied for a software company, right? So Infosys is a software company. Then definitely they will be asking you software related question, programming related question. So at least you should have a very basic knowledge of C programming. Okay, and then oops concept. And also I realized that in my live mock interview, many of the students were telling, sir, I am not good at programming. See, that you do not have to say, because if you say that you are not good at programming, then why did you apply for the IT companies? See, you are applying for the IT companies, that means you know programming. So you do not have to tell that I don't know programming. You can mention, yes, sir, being from non-IT background, I have basic knowledge of, I have basic knowledge of, okay, C and oops concept. That's all. See, you don't say that you don't know programming. You just say you have a basic knowledge of, or your technical skills are C and oops concept. And then there are the famous question which generally interviewer will be asking. So I have put here most repeated interview question, and this has been collected from many of the students. So they had shared their interview experiences. So who is the, what is C, the founder of C programming, and why C is a mid-level language? So please understand. So you have to at least cover these many questions in the C programming. So what is C programming language? Who is the founder of C? Why C is a mid-level language? Difference between C and C++. Okay, so what is the difference between C and C++? Difference between C and Java. So what is the difference between C programming and Java language? What is the difference between local and global variable? What is functions in C? What is printf and scanf function? What is call by value and what is call by reference? What is array and pointer in C programming? What is a null pointer and dangling pointer? What is a static and dynamic memory location? Difference between malloc and calloc? What is recursion? So, and also they might ask you to write some program like program for variable swap, Fibonacci series, prime number, palindrome, okay, reverse string, and what is Armstrong number, right? So all these questions might be asked. See, they generally do not ask to write a program, but there is some of the interviewer has asked this kind of question, some of the interviewer has asked this question. So at least logic should be clear, you should be knowing the logic. Okay, so you should be definitely knowing the logic, like what is the logic for variable swap. Okay, so what is Fibonacci series, what is prime number logic, what is palindrome, so all those things you should be knowing. So if you are a IT or a non-IT student, so this is must, so these many questions are must, so these questions will be definitely asked. Now friends, now the your next question will be, sir, you have put only the question, but how to prepare? See, suppose, so what is the main feature of oops? Explain with example. Okay, so now that will be your question, advantage of oops. So sir, how do we prepare? So this is a good question. So friends, here we have Infosys interview preparation material and new pattern for all stream with PDF and recorded videos. So if you'll see the content, then we have the videos and as well as the PDF material. And if you'll see, so here we have covered the 4 pillars of oops concept. So encapsulation, so what is encapsulation, and along with the example, so that it will be clear to you. You can also give the same example to the interviewer. You can see this is what inheritance, you can see this is abstractions. Okay, so we have given with the example what is polymorphism. So the last and the most important of all 4 pillars of oops is polymorphism. Polymorphism means many forms. By its names, it is a feature that allow you to perform an action in multiple or different way. So we have given the, a student, a boy can be a student, he can be a writer, he can be a player. So with the example we have given, we can take a real world example. So when you explain in this way, then definitely the interviewer will be quite impressed. So friends, you can prepare with our material, and the cost is also very very less. It is 300 rupees only. I mean, with taxes it is 306 rupees. See, you have spent so much lakhs in the college now, because but when you buy the interview material, you think a lot that this interview material will be sufficient or not. Did you think the same when you joined the college? You spent so much of money in the college, but when it comes to 200 rupees, 300 rupees, you think so much, and then you regret later. So many of the students say, sir, if I would have bought your interview material, I would have cracked the interview. But later on you cannot do. See, 80% is written test, only 20% is interview, and this material is definitely help you out. And that is the reason this time we have introduced the videos also. So videos also we have introduced. Here you can see, so C programming interview question, okay, data structure interview question. So we have put everything, so do not regret later and get this interview material now itself. So what is oops? Okay, need of, what was the need, why did it come? So this kind of question interviewer is asking. So when C programming was there, why did oops came? And major oops programming language like Python, C++, Java, this all are PHP, this all uses oops. Okay, so what is class and object? So what is class and object? How do you define? What is a constructor? What is SDLC? Software, right? Software development life cycle, right? So software development life cycle. Latest technology. So they will ask, what is the latest technology in the market? So artificial intelligence, machine learning, data science, blockchain. Okay, why Infosys being a non-IT engineer? So this is a HR related question. So being a non-IT engineer, why do you want to join Infosys? What do you know about Infosys? Okay, so yesterday I was having a live session with one of the candidate, and then he started saying, sir, Infosys, Infosys is also there in the Pune. He was telling some location, Hinjewadi or something. See, this is not about Infosys. Infosys is a company, and every state it has an office. You have to tell when Infosys was founded, what is the who is the founder of Infosys, what is the number of employees, what is the work Infosys does. Okay, now why your marks were less in 10th, 12th and graduation? So many other students, so in 10th they will have 90%, in 12th it will become 70%. So they will ask why there is a decrease in the marks. Do you have any question for me? This is you also know, right? So this question will be asked to everyone. Explain your project briefly. So your project you have to explain briefly, and why 2 to 3 years of gap in your education? Many people has completed the graduation in 19 or 20, so you have to be ready with the answers. So again, I was interacting with one of the student, and then I asked him why there is a 2 to 3 years of gap. So he told, sir, I was preparing for the government job. Now the same thing, the same answer you cannot go and give. So these are the most important interview question which will be asked in the interviews. So please prepare, and I have also told you how to prepare. So here you can see, right? So this is the material, and this is just for 300 rupees. The link is also given in description. So prepare well before your interview so that you do not regret it later. Thank you, and all the very best for your interview. So I know each one of you will get selected this time, and that is what at online study for you we wanted. So once again, all the very best for your interviews.